Hello everybody. Okay, today we're going through, so this bag has a bunch of makeup stuff in it because I took it with me when I had to go to my grandma's house to get ready to go somewhere. So it has a bunch of makeup stuff that I wore for an event. This is a caboodle that I found at a antique mall for like $10. And it has like the 2 layers and then like the mirror in the top, and it's great. We're going to sort through it, and then we're also doing makeup because I want to use some makeup that I don't use a whole lot because I don't use it a whole lot and I need to use it up. Now, a lot of this stuff is not necessarily stuff that I have bought, but it's been gifted to me. My mom sells Mary Kay, and so I have like a ton of stuff from there. That's what I usually use. So I'm going to go through all of this and show you all of this so I can clean it out and then also do a makeup look. So get ready with me. First thing we're going to do is pull my hair up. I got a shower this morning and then pulled my hair up, so that's why it's all like weird, but I'm going to curl it for later because I have church tonight. I'm just not there yet, so we're going to just clip this stuff back, and then whenever I start my makeup, I'll clip my bangs out of the way, but we're not there yet. Psych, we're not doing foundations, we're doing primers. Okay, so I got Ipsy for about 4 months, 5 months, I don't remember exactly how many months it was. So I got this, primer from that. I got Fresh Phase Primer Ace Beauté. I don't really know how you say it. I've used it a couple times. It's so thick. This is probably, actually we'll probably use this. So this is Face Primer, Soothing LA Colors, Clear, Minimizing Pores, whatever. It goes on white and then it, like, when you rub it in, it, like, goes away. But we'll probably use this. This is the first primer I ever bought and never really used. I also have this. This is what I normally use. If I use a primer, I don't always use a primer because I don't wear a ton of makeup. But this is just the e.l.f. Invisible Sunscreen Sun Protecting Blurring Primer thing. I've been liking e.l.f. recently if I'm not getting stuff from my mom. So we will put on this. So I knew for a fact that it was going to be expired, but it's not blending like at all. Like, did you see how it made me like just the most pale? So I'm gonna wash it off. It's very, very thick. I put on about the same amount that I normally would have put on, and it did not blend at all. It just sat there. We're gonna use this stuff. It's just very thick, and like the other stuff was really thick, but it didn't used to be. So like that's how I like knew it was expired, other than the fact that I just knew that I've had it for a very, very long time. I've only been wearing makeup for maybe 4 years, 4.5 years, because I'm 18.5. Because I wasn't allowed to wear anything makeup related. Like, I wore like chapstick and like colored like lip gloss stuff whenever I turned probably like 11. I got my first like real like lip gloss or whatever. But my parents were strict on a lot of things, and makeup was one of those things that because my mom wasn't selling it yet, it was just a thing that like was not a necessity, and so it was just some random thing that like you could have. Okay, so this is what we use for that. Now the fun part, because like half of this isn't my shade, so I'll just go through it and kind of explain each one. So this is LA Colors Truly Matte in the lightest shade that was available, Porcelain. I bought this specifically for content and cosplay-esque type makeup and just for fun. So this one is obviously not my shade, like on purpose. Here, I'll swatch all of them. That's what we'll do. So like I know for a fact that this one isn't mine, and that was on purpose. So here is LA Colors Truly Matte Long Wearing High Pigmentation Foundation in the shade Porcelain. Then I have, I think this one was the original. So I have 2 of these. This one was in the shade 120, and this one is in the shade 220. They're very similar, but they are different. And so this one was the one that I originally bought, and it was my shade, like, perfect, and it was great. And I don't even know if there's enough in there to swatch. Hold on. It was, like, perfect. And I wanted to get another one of it. See how it is pretty much perfect? I went to get a whole nother one of it, and I actually got 220 because I didn't remember. And it's just barely too dark. And, well, it's also a little bit warm toned for me. Here, I'll do a little more. But I thought it would just be my summer shade because I got it and it was in the winter. And I used to get so tan. Yeah, can you see how it's... Yeah, I used to get so tan in the summer, and I don't do that a whole lot anymore. I don't know what happened when I aged, but as a kid, I literally get so tan. Okay, so that is the Maybelline Super Stay 24-Hour Skin Tint. I love this stuff. I just haven't bought me the right shade again. So, this is Hard Candy Camouflage Full Coverage Foundation, oil-free vitamin E, whatever. In the shade Nude 1506. I always felt like this one was very orange, but it was about the same shade. But I am very neutral, and so things are usually too cool or too... Well, it actually looks pretty fine. It could be that I'm using the same finger to blend all of these together, but... So that one was a little bit different. This one, so a lot of my Mary... Here, we'll wait and do Mary Kay last, but a lot of my Mary Kay stuff is just stuff that Mom was trying to get rid of because she couldn't sell it because it was about to expire or it was expired or whatever. So a lot of the stuff that I use is expired, which is honestly whatever. So that's why I didn't get to pick a lot of the shades. So this one is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint, Mineral Broad SPF, in the shade 4 Light Neutral. I'm gonna put that on my nose. I like this stuff. It takes very little, which is weird because it's like a tint, so you'd think that it wouldn't be that powerful, but it's substantial. And it's just slightly... It also stinks, but it was just slightly not the right shade. So if I used it, it's also waterproof. And so if I used it with my sponge that had anything else on it, it wouldn't blend out right and it'd get all like weird. But I do like this. It just kind of stinks. So, okay. Then this is a new one. This is a new edition. It was in the clearance at the Dollar General the other day when I went in. This is CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream for Oily Skin in the shade 510 Fair / Clear. I'll put that up here. And it was like a perfect match. It worked really, really well. It's not full coverage at all. It's BB cream. So I liked it quite a bit. I wore this the other day whenever we went to an event. Okay. Now we're on to the Mary Kay. They have what is called a CC cream, which is just slightly different. Complexion corrector cream with SPF 15 in it. In the shade, whatever it's called, medium to deep, which was not my shade, and I knew it wasn't my shade. I was hoping that I could make it work in the summer if I just use a little bit of it, but it has never worked. It's about the same as this one. I just always felt like it was even more orange. You can't even tell on camera that it's more orange than the other one. But, yeah, so this one, not exactly my shade. Then this is the Mary Kay Luminous 3D Foundation. Now, they've changed the Mary Kay foundation since this one, I think twice. So if you want this exact one, it's not the exact same anymore. Also, Luminous is like their dewy one and not the matte one. This one was also one that was about to expire, so I did not get to pick the shade on this one. This one is the Ivory N140, which means nothing to you without the chart. So, we'll put it over here. This one, the Luminous, I found didn't mean dewy, it meant glitter, and so I don't use it a whole lot because it has glitter in it. Let's see if it will focus on my finger. Hello. Focus on my finger. Can you see that there's glitter? There's glitter in it. Which is like fine, it's just really weird. Now this is mostly gone. This is a jar that I reused. This was my first ever whatever. I don't know what's in it. I couldn't tell you what's in it. But back in the day, the first thing that I ever had was a powder foundation, I guess is what you would call it. It was a powder in kind of my skin tone-esque. It was kind of almost my skin tone. It was not. So I mixed that with lotion, and that was my skin tint. And then over time, I added whatever I had to it and just made my own shade. And that's what this is, except this is recent. Like, this is what I usually use. So, it's a mix of some sunscreen and the Too Dark foundation and the Too Light foundation, and then a little bit of this one except the too dark shade. And so we'll use that. We'll do it like right here. It's a very full coverage, and you have to blend it out real good or it's really thick because it's a bunch of different consistencies all together. But it's like, I put it on my eyelid on accident. Because it's like my perfect shade. So that's all of the things. I think for today, what we'll use is, we'll use this, and then we're going to use the light one to make it lighter, because this is like almost full. Or should we do, I don't know. I think we might finish this one up and then try to color correct it. I think that's what we'll probably end up doing for that. Here, okay. What we're going to do first is we're going to take this mostly clean beauty blender, and we're going to blend out all the stuff that's on my face right now. Because I just put like a billion different things on my face. And so we're going to blend all of that out. At least a little bit. And then we'll put this on it. It's like so much worse in person. I'm like Trump orange right now. That's as close as it's probably going to get to normal. There's a reason I don't do this a whole lot. Okay. The only concealer I've ever had, and recently, is the LA Colors Conceal It, Cover, and Correct Concealer. So we're just going to take a little bit and put it on the spots, and then a little bit under here. And then, there's a whole lot of product on that one. Yeah, so we're just gonna do a little bit on the spots. Okay, so now the next thing that I do is blush. Now I am serious about blush, okay? I use blush more than any other product, probably. Not more than like everybody else, but like I use blush all the time. It's like the main thing, okay? I put it here and on that's like usually what my eyeshadow is. Like I never usually use eyeshadow because that's just what I use. This is the first blush that I ever technically had. It's a Mary Kay Cream Blush Duo Stick. You can't really tell anymore because they're very mixed together, but one side was just a matte and one side is like a glitter. It's kind of all glitter now. And it used to be a stick and you would twist it down and whatever, but I've used literally everything I can get. There's like a tiny, tiny little bump left that I could probably use, but it has glitter in it, and I don't typically wear glitter because I have combination oily skin. So glitter is usually like not the greatest thing for me. So this is the first one I ever had. The second one I probably ever had was these. So I think this one was the first one I got, but these are also Mary Kay. These, they do limited edition versions of the cream blush, gel cream blush, okay? So this is the color that I like. I like red, deep blushes, but I have all three of these. I don't know if they say what color. This one's Berry Happy, this one's Passion Fruit, and this one is Simply Rosy. So I liked these, this one specifically. This one is like pretty much brand new. I literally don't know if it's ever been used. Mom gave it to me the other day because it's expired. Yeah, it's never been used. So that one we'll just hang on to. Okay. Then this is a newer one that I bought off of Ipsy. It didn't come in my Ipsy box. I bought it off of Ipsy. Oh, it looks so orange on here. It's not this orange, I promise. It is a little bit orangey for what I typically wear, but it's a cream and then a powder, and you can do them on top of each other. And this looks like it's supposed to be a mirror. I've tried to like peel something off of it. It's not. It's just nothing. So kind of sad. But that's this. It's Bisha Essential Duo Bahamas Colorway. I think that's how you call it. Oh, you can see yourself in it. Ooh. So that one's fun. This one did come in my Ipsy, like came as an Ipsy thing. It's Moon Slice Beauty Blush Cream in the color Cutie Pie. It's a little bit neutral, like a nudish blush for what I usually use, but that's fun. This is a newer edition. I just bought this e.l.f. Sheer for It blush tint. I'm not great at it. I don't really understand how to use it because by the time I get to like blending it out, it's just a line or dot or whatever I did on it. So not exactly sure how to use it yet. This is a fun one that I just bought from Walmart. This is the Profusion Lizzie McGuire Swirl Cream Blush Daydreamer. I bought the eyeshadow palette too when I saw them in the Walmart clearance because I don't shop at Walmart and so I just go to the clearance sometimes. And so yeah, so that's super fun. And so I have this one, and it's the newest one, so I'm probably not gonna use that. Then the one that I always wear is in a different container with something else. Where did it go? Hold on. This is the blush that I like always use. It's in the Mary Kay like palette thingy, so I don't have what color it was or what it was even called, but it's a cream. I remember it was a cream lip and blush thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a very rich berry color. I love this color on my lips. I love it on my cheeks. I use it every day, all the time. And it's in here with this cream to powder foundation thing that I literally never use. I guess I could use it. Let's see. I need a good brush for that. Where is a good brush for that? See, I've never had good brushes for my cream products, so people always get mad at me. People being, I get mad at myself because I know for a fact that I'm using the wrong thing. We're gonna use this even though it has blush on it. But it's cream to powder, so like, do I use a cream brush or do I use a powder brush? Anyways, okay, I think I just got blush all over my face, but whatever. So we're not gonna use this one, and we're not gonna use this one because those are the newest ones, and we're not gonna use the Lizzie McGuire one because that's also a newest one. This one I use more consistently, so I'm probably going to pick, I think I'm gonna do this, and I might do some glitter from this. I'm not sure. I think I will actually use a glitter from this because this has a backstory. I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to do a part 2 because this is not gonna be in one video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this mini sponge from Mary Kay, because everything is from Mary Kay, and we're going to squeeze a little dollop. Okay, dollop. And I don't remember how much I'm supposed to use of this. I don't remember how pigmented it is, but I feel like I remember using a lot whenever I did it. So I use a lot of blush anyways. Blush blindness is not a thing. It's just how well you blended it out. Because obviously if it's blocky, then you didn't blend it good enough. But you can use a lot. It might just look like you have a sunburn, but sometimes that's the look, you know? Like if I've gone out to the pool or to the amusement park or whatever, and I want to look like I've been out by the pool or the amusement park or whatever, and my sunburn, because I don't usually burn, and my sunburn is not good enough, you best believe that the day after I'm putting on a little bit more blush than I normally do. You best know. We'll make a part 2.